this episode, we're going to go ahead and swap out our hot water heater. Not a hot water heater, because it's already hot. I don't even know why you got to heat hot water. What's up, fam? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by another episode of Mom, Dad, and the Girls DIY. On today's episode, we're going to be swapping out our water heater. Now, this water heater is an A.O. Smith 50-gallon heat pump unit. Basically, it's got a bunch of different modes. Supposed to be super efficient, but the heat pump is no longer working like it should because it is under warranty. It's only about 2.5 years old. They sent us a brand new one, so we're going to go and swap those out. This unit still works great under electric mode, but it's not as efficient as it should be, and that's one of the reasons why we chose this. So we're going to go ahead and swap that out. Before doing so, make sure you check your local area, your government, your city, your state, whatever it may be, to make sure you don't need a permit, or if you do need a permit. Also, make sure if you're hiring somebody and you're just watching to make sure you know what you're doing when they come out, make sure they're licensed, insured, bonded, all that great stuff. Because this is my home, I don't actually have to be a licensed plumber, which I'm not, to swap this out, again, because it's my home. So we're going to go ahead and swap this out. And before we do, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss when we make a new video. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and let's get this thing swapped out. All right, in order to go ahead and get started with this removal and reinstallation of the new one, we're going to need to go ahead and cut the power to this so it stops heating. I'm going to go over here and just open up the breaker box, flip that circuit breaker for the water heater, and there's no more power. Then I'm going to step inside and I'm going to start to drain this inside through a hot faucet. You want to try to get almost all the hot water out of here, because if it's malfunctioning and it's not working correctly, it may be 120, 130, 140, even higher, and you don't want to have an issue with your garden hose or your hose right here and end up scalding yourself. Not going to be a good day if that happens. Definitely not going to be able to finish working if it's super hot. So yeah, that's just the steps that I'm going to take. Like I said, I'm going to follow the book on this, get it done as efficient and as safe as possible. So let's go ahead and cut the power, and then we're going to go inside and start running some hot water. And then once it's somewhat cool from the tap, I'll just hook up the hose and we'll open this bad boy up and get the whole thing swapped out. Let's just jump into it. I'm going to go ahead and run. I guess we're going to do time lapse. Probably going to be the easiest because I got to go throw a mask on because this is also a wood shop and there's a bunch of small, fine particle dust everywhere, and it's absolutely killing my lungs. So I'm going to go grab my mask and get going on this, which is perfect because I wear it in a customer's house anyway. So.
Alright, like I said, be sure to go ahead and turn the power off to the water heater. You don't want to start messing around with these wires and realize, oops, it's still on. You get the shock of your life, I bet. Now that those are off, check, double check, yeah, we're good to go. Take this little guy, hook it up to that spigot there at the bottom of your water heater. This is going to allow you to drain all of the, hopefully, cooler water. It sucks to have an O-ring in here, not good, and spray hot water all over you. Rough day. Grab you a trusty flathead. There we go, that one will work. And give it a little turn. Just a little. Here it comes. Alright, now that that's turned, let's run all... Oh, hang on, fix this real quick. And all the way out here. And yep, looks like it's doing its job. Alright, I'm going to go inside and open up some of the hot water valves. That way it creates a vent so it doesn't have a vacuum and it allows it to drain properly. Snap a picture of all your connections, your PVC connections, your electrical connections, so you know how to hook it all back up and you know what you need to rebuild. As you see, I'm just cutting the PVC connections because I'm going to rebuild them anyway. So I'm going to cut all those so I can wiggle this thing out of here in a minute. I'm unscrewing the drainage pipe for the temperature and pressure relief valve. Make sure you put that back on. You don't want to have an issue with that bad boy. Here, see, just roll it out by myself. It's done. Clean up the mess I made. I got to recaulk the corner here. Looks like it's separated from all this Florida heat. I ain't going to have another chance to get to it, so excuse me while I do that. So that's done. Again, take a picture of everything because you're going to be rebuilding those PVC connections like this. So you put a little bit of the cement on one side, put a little bit of cement on the other side. Make sure it's not puddling and pooling, and make sure it's not dry. Make sure it's still wet. Push them together firmly. Give them a quarter turn. Hold them for about 30 seconds, and they will last forever. All right, back to rebuilding all the connections. Ours has a couple of these threaded connections, both male and female. You want to go ahead and get those fitted, get them nice and tight, and get them put on before you start cementing anything else, because you're not going to be able to spin them. Figure out which way it needs to go on, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and grab your Teflon tape and wrap it in the opposite direction that it's actually supposed to spin. That way, when you go ahead and put the connection on, it doesn't bunch, pull, or ruin your Teflon tape job. Give it a few wraps. I'm just doing this for demonstration. Give it a few wraps, pull it nice and tight, smooth it out, and you'll be good to go. Thread your connection on. I did it hand tight, and then I did one little turn with a little pipe wrench on the actual install. But like I said, you have to rebuild everything anyway, so just pay attention when you're taking it off. It should be pretty simple to get it all put back on. See, look, all done. Ta-da! Again, you have to rebuild everything. The reason I'm not going into detail is because yours is different than mine. Rebuild what you took off.
Alright, so pretty much all done, put it together. I don't know if I got everything. There was a whole lot more trouble than I thought it was going to be. Hopefully this is the last time, but I doubt it. Replacing this thing. But I got another 5 years on the warranty, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully yours goes easier than mine did today. Post down in the comments if you find anything helpful, if you like me to change anything, if you like me to update anything. But it's been about an hour or so, so it's cold water ready. I'm gonna go ahead and open this back up so it starts to fill the tank. Remember, do not turn the power back on until the tank is completely full. It should sound like this. All right, go inside and take the aerator out of one of your faucets. Turn the hot water on full blast and let that run. That way any sediment or anything doesn't get stuck in the system from you changing this out. Let it run until it's running full blast, and you should know that it's full. We're all dry. We are all dry. All right, so that's good to go. Everything's all dry. Everything's good to go. Let this fill completely before you turn the hot water on. The PVC cement that I used says it takes 6 hours. You have to wait before it's hot water ready, and you can test it at 180 psi. This is nowhere near that. It's residential. I think we're closer. We are on the high side, so I think we're closer to like 75 to 90-ish. But yeah, it's filling up. Now we just wait for it to heat up. I'm glad you stopped by. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and comment if you found this helpful. At the end of our videos, we always say, peace.
Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that by clicking the circle logo right here on your screen. Also, if you haven't seen our newest vlog, it's waiting on you right there. If you've already watched that one, we picked a video out just for you. Again, as always, we appreciate you watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. At the end of our videos, we always say,
peace!